In these times of confusion, violence, and chaos, never doubt that you are recognized, beloved, and honored for choosing to assist Earth in its journey, and once again express the divine perfection that is its reality. You do not need to incarnate, as many do, to learn and grow beyond the belief system of the third dimension. You, along with many others, chose to incarnate so that the presence of many evolved states of consciousness on Earth would add light and bring Earth's collective consciousness to a high level. Everything is energy. People, words, actions vibrate at a certain frequency, and the closer you get to the real truth, the lighter, faster, and brighter the frequencies are. The further something is from the truth, the slower, denser, and heavier the vibration is, which is why the three-dimensional Earth manifests as material and why you feel heaviness in certain situations, in certain places, or with certain people. In reality, your body is pure, perfect, and whole, a body of light, a creation of God. Just as you commonly think of a body as a mass of water, think of yourself as a body of God in the density of third-dimensional energy. The true body of light is interpreted as physical, dense, material, and subject to all sorts of problems. Your true body has always been and will continue to be with you wherever you go. It cannot die because it is your individualization of the divine consciousness. It is only the material concept of body that dissolves after the body of light leaves. Everything that is considered good and everything that is considered bad is a concept of spiritual reality or divine idea, because divine consciousness is all that exists. The three-dimensional state of consciousness is not aware and therefore unable to understand that the earth is a spiritual world populated by children of God, because its state of consciousness is only able to align with the densest energy. There are some who live at the three-dimensional level, but have retained the ability to interact with energies that are invisible to most. Most of them worked with psychic energy during past lives and often work as psychics in this life. Always remember that psychic does not equal spiritual, and that information cannot rise higher than the state of consciousness of the person providing it. This is an important point to remember in these times of many predictions. Always trust your intuition, since there is only one divine consciousness that expresses itself in infinite form and variety energy. Always seek to reconnect with itself in the human scene. This manifests as the flock of birds with the same feathers. Be aware of what you hold as truth in your consciousness, because consciousness automatically attracts and connects to whatever energy it is aligned with. For example, a consciousness of violence, lack, and separation-based beliefs will automatically attract ideas and actions of violence. There is no God who punishes or derives pleasure from the suffering of himself as an individual being. In fact, these things do not even exist in divine consciousness. The third-dimensional state of consciousness dreams up concepts of God based on limited and false information, and then worships and preaches these concepts to others. Each person is God, who creates his life and situations from the contents of his consciousness. However, this does not mean that every negative experience is a failure of spiritual growth, but rather represents a kind of promotion. Many negative experiences express the release of an old energy held unconsciously in consciousness. The human desire to achieve good and get rid of evil is actually the material concept of a spiritual reality. The soul remembers who it really is and desires to be fully known and recognized. The third-dimensional state of consciousness senses this desire as a desire for human good. People, places, and experiences are believed to be capable of bringing happiness and success. However, the duality aspect of three-dimensional concepts automatically means that human good and evil can, and often do, quickly switch to the opposite, holding on to positive past experiences or continually trying to recreate them for themselves and others in some way. Is no different from trying to bury, forget, ignore, deny, or get rid of negative memories when one comes back to mind. It will do so until it is erased. No longer attribute positive or negative power to them. Thank them for the lessons, insights, and evolutionary growth you have gained and release them into the nothingness that they are. Learn to see through all material appearances to the deeper reality that underlies them. If you see someone stealing, to not judge the person as evil, but understand that, because in reality that person is a divine being, he is unconsciously carrying a desire for wholeness and completeness that, in his limited state of consciousness, he interprets as a right to whatever he needs or wants. This does not mean that those living in an unevolved state of consciousness should simply be allowed to do what they want. Spiritual evolution involves elections at all levels of awareness, which for some may mean that the lesson they need is prison practice unity at all times, a flash of awareness without words. In every action, remember that God is the person at the other end. We are the Arthurian Group.
Well, you've reached the end of the video. If you are interested in learning more about similar topics, here you will find other really interesting videos from the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Click on the like button if you enjoyed it, and do not forget to subscribe in case you didn't. See you on the next one.